dashing through the snow. Alright, so last time I did a video, sorry, let me get this up here, I'm trying to drive too, there we go. We're headed south at the moment. We're still in Nebraska. So anyway, last time I did a video, I was drilling cover crop. That was 2 weeks and 2 days ago. Things have changed. We've had, since then we've had around, I think 8 and 14 to be 22 inches of snow, which is pretty good for us, considering we haven't had any measurable moisture since September. We'll take it. I'm driving a different pickup too since we talked. I bought this one the day after. It is a 99 Ford F250 extended cab with a Dewey's 475 bale bed on it. So good timing. We bought it, let's see here, let me back up. Friday drilled cover crop. Saturday we bought the pickup. Sunday we got a foot of snow. So we've been using it quite a bit since we got it. I put that says 143.7. We put right at 1,000 miles on it. So this curve here, we're going to turn and go west. This is a state line between Nebraska and Kansas. So don't really have a lot of action video to show. Just wanted to chat. It's been a while. For some people it matters. It's Super Bowl Sunday. It doesn't really matter to me. The only thing that matters today to me is my birthday. So what the heck, right? So it is 3:58 p.m. Head down to get 2 bales of hay to take up to the cows. Keep them something to eat. They're still on corn stalks, which they're probably not going to get much out of corn stalks for a while. I just looked up the weather before I started this video. This is kind of cool. That is clear north. You can see a long ways from here. You can see 6-7 miles from right there. So there's a lot of pasture right here in this spot, just because it's rougher ground. Sorry, I hope that don't jiggle too much. So, yep, probably have to start feeding more hay. Really don't want to, but don't have a lot of choice. I have not started cabbing yet, but surprisingly enough, I got the old tagging box ready to go. So went through it last night. I need to buy a bunch of tags, but that's okay. Cleaned out a bunch of stuff, organized it a little bit, so it can be a complete, total mess in 2 weeks. So if I remember right, I think I'm supposed to start about the 20th of February. I mean, that's 2 weeks off, but heck, we could have basically any time. A week from today, we're going to try and move them down here to where the hay pile's at. Just because it's where I'm going to cab at, and I need to get them closer. So nothing too big of a shocker there. So I do got a little bit of fence I need to finish building. I should have done that the other day before it got cold. But anyway, I looked up the weather. I get distracted easy, so I apologize for being all over the place. The weather is shows she's a balmy 5 degrees above right now outside, and we got a 11-mile-an-hour wind out of the east. So they figuring it says it feels like 6 below, and it's cold. This morning it was worse. Went out and fed calves this morning. It was probably 12 or 13 below. The wind was blowing a lot harder then. It was snowing. The snow was pretty well quit coming down for now. But we got some moisture at least. Been really needing it, so we'll have grass to start grazing in May. And cover crop should come up when it warms up in March, hopefully. But it looks like in the next 10 days, as far as I can go out on my phone, the warmest day is going to be 12 degrees. So that's going to be a fun adventure. I have got to get some hay hauled. I should have been doing it when the weather was nice, but nobody wanted to take it because they weren't feeding it. Now they're all feeding it and they need hay. Go figure, right? Oh well, we'll see what happens. I need to finish my taxes up and get some of that paperwork and stuff done. So excited, I can't wait. You know, just keep putting it off. Oh well, that's not any different than anybody else for the most part. Unless you're an accountant and get paid a lot of money during tax season, you know. I understand that. But no. So just doing a little drive into Kansas. See, the roads are pretty well haven't been cleaned off, but I mean it is Sunday, so can't expect a lot of the road crews to do a lot. And they worked yesterday, I know, clearing some off too, so we can manage for a couple days. So sorry, the washboards are terrible there. Headed west again, so we went west and south and west, but don't know a lot. Just want to do a short update. Got a new pickup. Been using the hell out of it. So feeding some cows. Still got some calves in the yard. Got 40 of them in the yard at home yet. I think they're probably going to go to town around the 1st of March for a couple of reasons. They're probably not going to be as big as I'd like to see them. But guys are going to be buying grass cattle, and they'll fit that bill pretty good. And I need to send them down the road before we get into calving hot and heavy, because that takes enough time in a day. You know, that 30-40 minutes I spend feeding calves a day, I need to spend doing next year's money. So, we got a couple fat calves, so we got enough people that want to buy meat. We've started doing some of that. So they're in the yard. The bulls are at home. My wife's horses, so we go to move cows a week from today. I think that's going to be the warm day. It might be 12 or 13 degrees. It's going to be fun, but it is what it is. So we're going to move cows. We'll bring there's just a handful of bred heifers. We'll take them home. Probably take the replacement heifers home too, so because I know it's early, but the 1st of April I want to put the heifer bull in with them in the lot, get them ready for, that'd be the end of January next year. So which we'll see what how the weather does. It's just a gamble, so as long as you know when they're going to be ready to calve, be ready to take care of them, I guess is going to be the big thing. So, like I said, don't know a lot. Just wanted to drive on some snowy county roads. So, thought I'd bring it along for a little bit. If I stall long enough, we'll get down to where the hay pile is and we can load some hay. But that's about 5 miles away yet, so it's kind of peaceful, at least in this pickup. You know, there's some trees there, but a pretty good open farm ground right in here, nice and flat. I mean, fairly flat. That piece lays pretty nice. There's some big fields and there's some small fields. There's pretty lucky really in here most of the time. You know, you can get 40-50 acres of whack. Sometimes you do get lucky enough there's a quarter, but they're usually a little rough. There's neighbor, so, but that's the nature of the beast. So it just depends. There's some more creeks and stuff. The spot we're in, there's a big, well, we crossed it about a couple miles before I started recording the river, and that's this water here all runs south, and you know, we were just where the water went back north of that river. So where the whole water goes south, it's pretty spread out right in here to get to the creeks. You get south 3 or 4 miles into some more, there's a bigger creek runs east and west, and you get into that and there's a lot more That's the thing, is that they're close. So otherwise, I think the smallest field's 45. Well, I got a 25 and a 34, but I farm them as one field. I rent two different landlords, but which it doesn't matter anymore. It's all cash rent. So now farm it as one. Basically, there's just a old fence row in between them. So which we leave, but that's okay. Well, I'm trying to decide if I go down there or go to the highway. I think I'm going to go to the highway just for safety. Drifts aren't as bad on the road 2 miles south. I go to the highway and get in. So that's my only reason. So there's some neighbors' cows. Some more cows in the neighbors. But I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. I'm going to end this. This has been way too long to talk about nothing, basically. So, if you got any questions, don't be afraid to ask on the video. We'll do another one for sure. We get our first calf found on the ground. We'll do a video there for sure. We did have some goat kids born the other day. Should maybe do a goat video. I haven't done one of them, I don't think. But just kind of trying to take my time, not getting too much done. I don't know. Last half of January and February, I usually try and take her as slow as I can, because it seems like once we get into calving in March, it's, you know, non-stop. We got calving, then we get into planting and hauling cattle to grass, and we get that done, we got to put up hay, and you know, we might get a break there at the end of August, 1st of September for a week or two where we haul a bunch of hay, but then we get into harvest and cover crop and moving cows home and building stock field fence. You know, never ending, but that's okay. So this is my slow time. That's today and yesterday. I mean, it's not very nice weather to go do anything, but stayed home, a lot of family time, did chores, took care of cows, but that's about it. Sat in my chair, watched TV, took a nap with my little girl both days, you know, fun stuff like that. So, but just, yep, the calm before the storm. So, alrighty, well, thanks for watching. It's been way too long talking about nothing. You got any, or if you got any video requests, don't be afraid to holler. If I can do something, I will. Talk to you later.